And we are live. Good evening. Um, Being a woman of my word, I'm back. So I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and see if anybody jump in. Felt good getting out for a little bit. Let me get my water because every time I go live, I seem to mess around and get a dry throat. So I don't want to do that. I want to talk about these older chicks that are dating these very young men. Um, Only reason why I talk about these celebrities is because y'all like it, and if that's what I need to do to grab the attention to push forward my agenda, use them as examples, and so be it. I'm with it. But I say all that to say that Drea Michelle, she was one of those chicks that was on Basketball Wives with Shaq's ex, Shawnee, her reality TV show. She was one of the original cast members of Basketball Wives. I don't know who her kid's father is. That's in the NBA. All of them had some affiliation with the NBA. And um, excuse me a second. She kind of fell off the grid because she had a lot of controversy um, while on that show. Everybody did though. Constantly getting into it with people, and just all the negative publicity. And somewhere down the line, she just kind of fell off the grid. So I believe, I don't know, um, but she came out today stating that she was pregnant. Well, she showed her photo shoot. How they do. I'm so tired of seeing people's bodies. I don't know what to do. Hey, Joy, how you doing, my friend? I thought I'd come on here for a little bit. I actually was on live a little bit ago. I was at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and some of the people I was talking to, I don't like to be out there like that because I still wear my mask. I told them I would come back live, and if anybody pop in, but I thought I'd have a little more structured conversation with Drea Michelle. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? Welcome in. Um, I thought I'd have a conversation about older women and these younger guys. Drea Michelle, like I was saying, she was an original cast member. I think it was the LA Basketball Wives. Joy said just horrible how she's showing off like that. And listen, um, I think it's a disgrace, and I want to have an honest conversation because more and more when I put forth this kind of content, because our culture likes it, right? So if that's what I got to do to push the agenda for it, I can still fulfill my passion, which is the mental health aspect of it, because all this stuff um, reverts back to where's your mind? See, the mind is the engine to all. It is the engine. Make no mistake about it. And when I see these older chicks out here acting so reckless, I mean, just unfathomable, um, it's disheartening. Now, granted, social media has really altered people's mentality and thinking. But I still believe in you are responsible for yourself. You are a gatekeeper of your mental and physical health. And regardless of what is going on in and out of the world, you control what your path is and the decisions you make. And you had this 38-year-old chick that is pregnant by a 22-year-old NBA player. And it's very troubling and disheartening to see women, older women, supporting it, um, because he in the NBA. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. She just trying to secure back this, and she didn't had a couple bags because she that ain't the first guy she didn't dealt with in the NBA. But what is even more disheartening is she got a child that is that boy's age. So that boy 22 years old, young man. Um, let's be honest, he only been out of high school several years. And when we see men do these things, he's a pervert. Um, he should be ashamed of himself. And now you have these women out here that's saying, making excuses, he of age and things of these nature. And it's a sad state of events. As a mother of a male, I have never got involved in my son's relationships because I am experienced and mature and wise enough that I know I can't change nothing no way. I'm there if you need me. See, I have been very successful in transitioning from a dictator to coach. I'm on the sidelines, rooting you on. And situations like that, I might have to. I don't think I could just sit back because for me, that's a form of abuse, and that's what I want to talk about. We say this about these older men abuse women, young women, but let's talk about these women that are getting involved with these young guys that are far too young emotionally to deal with these women. Joy said the same boy she used to leave home alone when he was 7 or 8 so that she could yeah, go to video shoots. Exactly. Now she's sleeping with, well, having a baby by quote unquote his buddy. It ain't, I'm sure it ain't his buddy, but they in the same group. And this is the thing that people don't want to address. Somebody said in one of the comments when I uploaded the video regarding this, that these young boys, she ain't the first. Typically guys like that have dated older women when they 15, 16, 17, and that is true. I mean, we tend to look that, but typically that she and women like her aren't these guys' first experience. But what we're not talking about and what the truth is, that young man was abused. And young men like that, that have had relationship with much older women as teenagers, which a lot of them do, because a lot of them mess with these older women because uh, they're looking for some kind of financial support, and the women is looking to use those guys for their bodies. It's still abusive. These guys, they develop too quickly, and emotionally they have been taken advantage of and physically abused, and they walk away with damage. They guys tend to shield it differently than women. We wear it on our sleeves, but the truth of the matter is that's how guys become over promiscuous, have a lot of children or mistreating women because uh, they were not ready to be exposed to these type of relationships. And now you had this chick that she just trying to keep the like Carrie said, the money coming, securing that bag, that child support check, which will be a hefty one, if they don't stick together. um there is a level of trauma and abuse that young man um has been exposed to, and I think it's a crying shame. And as women, as a woman of a male, I cannot sit here, even if I didn't have a son, that's not how I'm made up. But being that I do, I think it's disgusting. I think us as women, we need to start to speak up against these group of women that are running around here saying he of age and ain't nothing wrong with it. There's a level of sickness that is brewing within the community, that is very discerning and concerning. I got another video. Some chick, I just seen it. I haven't even posted it. Because I can't even keep up with so much stuff that's going on. A girl named Cherry, she went to some awards. She was basically butt naked. And I saw it on Instagram. And when I look in the comments, I always, y'all know how it is. I always go to the comments. Comment after comment, all you hear is guys saying, I miss the days when women had a discretion and, wore more clothes, was discreet, you know. Um, Dwight Howard is her other baby daddy. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. I knew it was somebody. So see, she already get one back. But in that child, so if that's that boy's father, then he of age, so she just secured her next bag. And that he 22, he just old enough to legally drink. And she 2 years, less than 2 years from 40. Can't nobody tell me that that's acceptable. And I'm really offended with people that are saying, oh, they're two adults. No, he's learning how to be an adult. She's a full-blown adult. There's a difference. And we have to, people are really driven by greed, by manipulation and deception, and at any means necessary. And we wonder why the family dynamic does no longer exist. You got Miley Cyrus mama that's trending in the news because she married her, not Miley's, but her daughter's other daughter, ex-boyfriend. Now, and the daughter is in a new relationship, but and this guy's an older man. It still don't change the fact that, yeah, he might have been too old for your daughter, but he still was with your daughter, and that's his ex-girlfriend, and you didn't marry him. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know, I put up the video earlier about the 13-year-old boy. There's a lot of stuff going on in the streets. Like I said a little earlier when I was live, with these young folks that's, wilding out and unaliving people. It's a lot of these younger generations that are hurting, that didn't develop in a natural environment like a lot of us did, going outside, engaging with people, getting attention and love from a parent. A lot of them develop false relationships via the internet, like I'm sitting here talking to y'all. And so their social skills are severely lacking. Their ability to feel and interact with people is severely underdeveloped. And now you have all these people out here that's walking around conscienceless, um, underdeveloped emotional states, and it's story after story, story after story. And it's an unfortunate thing. Listen, let me say this before I forget. If you haven't, do me a favor and take a moment and hit the thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. And before you leave, hit that subscribe button, because I appreciate your presence. We talk about real life over here. I um I really like engaging in the comments. Carmel was comment. I hadn't talked to her in a little bit, and I seen she had left a comment um earlier on a video I did. And I typically, if you've been here, when somebody comment, I try to respond to almost everyone. Um, Not that I can respond to everyone, but that's the goal and the attempt. Because if you take time out to visit and engage me, then I want to make sure I take time and to respond and engage you. She's in therapy and she said it's going good. And I challenge us as we continue forward to either get into therapy just to see, you don't have to be going through something traumatic, or, your life upside down, in order to be in therapy. Therapy is a form of self care. It's a it's a healthy practice, um, that you can implement in your life without, something bad happening. So I encourage you, if you have never tried it, to just check it out. You know, um, I would like to see more of us in the community get therapy. I think it's necessary. I think it's a step in the right direction. And also, get with a religious group, some kind of spiritual group, and get support, in positive settings. I think it will be very beneficial, because what I'm seeing that's going on between, all these unhealthy relationships, and then don't put in politics. Um, it's just a very, very sad state of events. And it's very concerning the direction that we are heading as a country and a nation. And I'm telling you now, if Donald Trump get back in office, I just can't imagine the level of gaslighting that we will endure uh, on a different level, because he will come back with a vengeance, no doubt. And that's not to say that I am thrilled about Biden, because I'm not. Um, but with somebody as dangerous as Donald Trump, you don't have no choice but to vote a different way, because that man is not good for nobody. I know there are many Caucasians that think he is the best because he speak their unspoken thoughts. That's how I look at it. And then you have other people that just don't know no better. And with that, I don't have a response. But all in all, springtime is coming. My sister reminded me to spring forward my clock Sunday, so I'll have to remember to do that. I have to put posties around my house, because if I don't write it down or I don't make a list, it didn't happen. And I'm looking forward to sunnier, brighter days with better weather, so I can get out and um, breathe some fresher air, because I need it. And I hope that you do too, because it's so very easy to get stuck in the house, and I don't want you to do that. Um, your body definitely needs the nourishment of Mother Nature, and that's what I wish for you. And I didn't really follow up on this one, but I want to say this. You know what? When Cat Williams said about the year of truth telling, people are just the biggest liars. I've always had a respect for Oprah. I always like Oprah, but even Oprah around here lying. She stepped down from Weight Watchers because she lost that weight, but she was on a, a weight loss pill. More and more, the truth about people that you gotta respect or admiration for just unfold. That's why you cannot put your your faith and your interest in no man. You have to really be self-content and really work on yourself. And I know as a culture, we are infatuated with celebrities because of success. For real, that's what it is. And when you done had a lot of lack, you're attracted to that. So more and more though, these celebrities just let you down. you know um Oprah come up holier than now, and she out here lying about her weight loss. Um, and not shocking, because she's human, and she a regular person like the rest of us. But it's just a reminder to not put these people on pedestals, to not be so consumed with what's going on in other people's lives that you don't take time out and make sure that you are providing for your life. That's and personally and professionally, I got so consumed several years professionally that I became sick, and I'm still trying to recover from it. And actually, it's a therapy that I'm about to start, that a therapist referred me to. And I've never heard of it before. um what's the name? It's called, and look it up for yourself. It's called EMRD therapy. So I'm going to deal with some therapists that specialize in EMDR, excuse me, EMDR therapy. It's a special therapy, and not everybody's trained in it. I know Mara, Real Talk with Mara, I think that's her page name. She comes on my channel. Um, she was actually on here earlier. I went on her channel and listened. She talks about being raised by a narcissist. She's doing a lot of healing and therapy from her relationship with her mother. Real Talk with Mara, that's the name of her page. And she mentioned she's not the first person I heard it from. I heard it from a therapist today, and then lo and behold, on one of her videos, she was talking about EMDR therapy that she's in, and it's for people. What I do know about it, people that has PTSD or has experienced trauma and things of that nature. It's a certain therapy that's supposed to really be effective and to help you. So as I enter that and learn about it, I'll definitely bring back some lessons learned and some information as I learn it, because I never heard of that before. So that's something new and more to come on that. But um, again, it is called EMRD therapy. So, and to be honest, if people start being honest with themselves and quit lying, um, more of us than not dealing with some kind of PTSD or trauma, be it in your rearing and raising, or bad relationships, or them toxic work environments. Um, we've been so conditioned to grunt and bear that a lot of times you walking around with PTSD or trauma symptoms and don't even know it, because you've been conditioned to be addicted to pain and suppress all that stress, that you've normalized living unhealthy and under so much pressure until you just drop. And you don't want to do that. And a lot of us African American women specifically have lived like that. And I don't want you to continue to live like that. If you have, I lived like that for so many years in my life, and I'm still digging my way out of it. So I'm interested to see anyway about this new therapy. Um, so that's pretty much what's going on with me. As always, I'll be glad. Oh, let me tell y'all this. So tomorrow, a couple things. Um, I'm gonna do a beta testing, because I'm trying to figure out if I can do like watch parties without being shut down. So I think it's got to be turned towards me, but you can like listen. But that movie with Kelly, um, is it Kelly Rowland, Beyonce's former bandmate Kelly Rowland? I think the Medea or whatever, that Netflix movie that she's in. I'm gonna come on tomorrow night and see if I can stream that without it showing the TV, and see if I get shut down or not. So if you're not doing anything, come on back tomorrow evening, because I'm gonna do a watch party. I'll put a notification up, because I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. I want to start doing just different things to continuously move forward, because this is therapy for me and I enjoy it. And I want to make sure that I can grow it as much as I can. So I'm trying to come up with new things to do. And also on Monday, I'm supposed to be collabing with my friend Kyra. I think Kyra is how you pronounce his name, but he's out of London. Um, we're going to collab and do a live about relationships. His background helps men that's in sexless relationships kind of get back. Hey, there we are, Curie. I talked you up, my friend. Praise God. Look at there. I was just telling them we're gonna collab on Monday, and he guides people about males specifically about sexless relationships. So make sure y'all go follow him. He has some really good content, because men and women both can really benefit from his teachings. And so we're gonna collab and bring some some thought provoking and some takeaways on Monday. I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? How's it going in the UK? Actually, the UK is one of my bucket list items because I was a huge Princess Diana um follower. And so I'm looking forward to that, my friend. And just keep pushing this agenda forward. I know I'm really excited about how my platform is continuously growing, not at the pace that I wanted to, but I'm thankful nonetheless, because some movement forward is better than no movement. And I just believe in what was shown to me. um, Premonition vision is what I mean. And I am honoring my commitments, and God is honoring his. So, during his timing, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, definitely. So y'all make sure y'all come back Monday too. Um, and I think we need to, truly continue to have these honest conversations. So what I was talking about, Curie, is an influencer in the States. Um, that is much older than his NBA player, and she's pregnant by him. And just as much as women look at, guys and say they perverted, and taking advantage of young women. Um, um, Here we go with, these older chicks taking advantage of these young guys. Guys walk away with emotional conditions, and and physical abuse, and I think it's a shame. And you got these women that's all for it because he got money. No, that's no excuse. Shame on them. And I'm speaking out against this because it's wrong. Hey, Jay Harrison, good to see you too. How you doing? I think this the first time you came on the live, Jay, or no? I look, and I know you by your the profile pic, so I know that better than the name. Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, so um we definitely got to start holding these chicks accountable, just as we do men, because within our community, specifically the black people, um you know we too divided. And then when we aren't divided, is very unhealthy, corrupt behavior. Okay, I think I remember from Vermont. Yes, yes. I'm glad you caught it, Jay. Good to see you, my friend. I actually was live a little earlier, and I told them I would come back on if they was around. I would stick on for a little bit to see if they came back, because I didn't have any intention on going live a little bit ago. I just did because I was out. But I'm going live tomorrow evening. And then I was saying, Curie was here. My friend Curie, he's out of London. We're gonna do a joint live on Monday evening. So if you're around, make sure you check me out. I'm actually going to try to do um, a watch party live tomorrow, just to see, like, I'm trying to try new things to see if I could do a watch party tomorrow evening without being shut down. Because I had did a watch party, but I think I did it wrong, because I just had my camera facing the TV when Wendy Williams, Where's Wendy Now, came. And it was a really nice turnout, but I ended up getting shut down after a while. So I did something wrong. And then I seen the next day other people was doing watch parties, but their camera wasn't turned towards the TV. So I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. I definitely want to start mixing stuff up uh within the community, and try to engage people. And because we actually, what I really enjoyed when we had that Williams watch party was, um we had about 400 some people in the live, and there was so much constructive conversation going on in the comments about mental health, about family, all the things that were going on with Wendy. A lot of people, she ain't alone. A lot of us go through stuff, and or going through or went through stuff or will go through. And it was a lot of conversation and engagement in the chat session. And that's my vision. So I was able to experience that, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the level of engagement and interaction and constructive conversation that we were having about family, about mental health, about addiction, and tough love and supporting people and putting in boundaries, all the things that we need in order to have happy, healthy lives that a lot of times we struggle with. And over here, see, we ain't lying. It's a lot of people out there that's lying and pretending and not comfortable with telling the truth, or manipulating other people. And over here, what we do and what we believe is constructive, honest accountability and support. The best thing I ever did was to open my mouth and tell the truth, first to myself and then other people. And my healing started to happen. And I want other people, more people, to focus on that and engage in that, because it really does free you. Um, you don't know what you don't know, but I tell you this: once you know, after you have really started to do the work in healing, and either heal some relationships with people or end some relationships with people, um, you start to truly have a different experience, and it's very beneficial. It's very, very beneficial. But I'm definitely excited about I've been putting up in the little posts, the community section, my stats, my weekly stats, because you get weekly reports. They email them, and about new subscribers, view counts, and stuff like that. And it's encouraging. More people uh engage me and talk about mental health, and um I know these conversations are necessary and needed. And I'm very comfortable, and I'm very fortunate to be in a place, in a space in my life where I'm willing to speak up, speak out, and be used as an example for other people to look at and say, she ain't crazy, but she got, I'm going through things. I ain't crazy at all. But I have days where I'm irritated. I have days where I'm um, anxious, or not happy, like everybody else. And people need to see when you have emotional struggles. I have migraines, different things. I don't have to be crazy, but these things happen. And a lot of people being robbed out of a better quality of life because they don't know um, that there is a lot of mental health struggles that have different labels, and they all been labeled wrong. So they stay away from it because everybody associated with crazy, and that's what's crazy, to sit there and not know what resources and what mental health concerns and challenges really are. We've just been taught so much of the wrong things and set up, and it's just time to get the record straight so we can finish this thing off called life more productively and more healthy, in a better mind state and in environments, because what we knew to be true is totally wrong. And that I know, like they say, things that I know, what I know to be true, that I know to be true. So anyway, that's it for me. Remember, Saturday, we'll try to do a watch party tomorrow night. And then Monday, me and Curry, um, we gonna collab. So if you're around, make sure you come back. I appreciate the support and engagement. And like I always say, as long as y'all keep showing up, I'ma show up too. And I appreciate y'all taking a little time out with me. Um, I'm gonna put up a notification tomorrow too. So hopefully that'll be put out to more people, to know that I'm going live. Um, because I want y'all to keep coming back, and I really want to grow this platform because we are more alike than not, and we need each other. That I know. We need each other, and I know that. Jay said psychologists admit that there is a high rate of misdiagnosis, but they say it doesn't matter because the treatments are the same. I don't believe the treatments are well. So I just learned this, Jay. I'm actually meeting with a new therapist because I'm trying to find a long term one. And I heard something, a therapist that I did a one on one with today. She actually recommended me to. She said she said you need EMR EMDR therapy. And there's a lot of people that aren't specialized in that. I guess there's a group, and I wasn't familiar with that. And I know Real Talk with Mara, she's a young lady that I follow that comes to my platform. She's in therapy and she speaks out about mental health because she was raised by a narcissistic mother that was very toxic and just trying to heal and understand all that. And she spoke about being in that kind of therapy. And I had never heard ever heard of it before till today from another therapist. And then I watched one of her videos, and she was talking about she was in that. So it's something very new, but I'm gonna find out about it. I'm gonna definitely bring it back to the community because I need y'all to know what I know so we can keep pushing forward in a positive way. Thank you. Hey, Carrie, thank you. And I'm very excited to engage with you. And I really appreciate the work that you're doing. And that's the one beautiful thing about YouTube is, and they tell you that when you're really trying to grow your platform, but also once you get in alignment with your purpose is your tribe will find you. And even though Curie and I have different tribes, we are still the same tribe because we have the same purpose to help people authentically, to have healthier, happier, whole lives. And as um, melanin people, um, we need more connection and support from one another. And anytime I have an opportunity to collaborate with positive, productive people that are truly, authentically trying to push the agenda of our community forward, then I have an obligation as a woman, a minority, and just a woman of color to help another. So I'm looking forward to that. So if y'all haven't, I share Curie's some of his posts in my community section, but definitely go follow him, show some love and support. It's a lot of mess that people are putting content that people are putting out that's ain't adding no value to nobody's life. He is this, and even if it's not relevant to you, I reach out and I support because that's what we need to do when we are trying to be productive. So I appreciate if y'all check him out and follow him as well. Um, Absolutely. Yeah, Jay, and I'm going to bring that back to the community as I learn about it because I never heard of it. Um, I want more people. I want to hear more people come back and tell me what Carmel, who's in our community, she's one of the original people when I started this channel last year. I actually had this channel for a couple years, but I just had it. I wasn't interested in posting anything, but actually launched it last year to do what I'm doing, encouraging Black women specifically to go to therapy. Uh, she started therapy and she came back and told me, today she left a comment and she said that it was very helpful. She's getting a lot out of it, and I want to hear more of that. I want to hear more people come back and say, you know what? Because at the end of the day, it ain't gonna kill you to try. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. But don't knock it until you try it. Because I had a very negative attitude about therapy. I really did. I didn't want to talk to nobody, and these strangers and tell them my business. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me. And I want, but I didn't know what I didn't know, and I was conditioned. That's for crazy people. And what was crazy is to sit there and stew in confusion and anxiety, depression, and fatigue, and deal with it. And in my mind, toughen up, shake it off. No, ma'am, no, sir. That ain't how we do things. That is the wrong way. Ain't nobody superwoman or superman. We ain't no different than nobody else. If you're going through something, go get yourself some help. You deserve it. I hope you like tiny white women because listen. I love I love all women, all of them. I need what I've learned is, and this is very true, Jay. I've loved tiny white women more than they've loved me. So if you got enough love in your heart for me, I got plenty in mind for you. I want more people to love in the way that I do. Everybody welcome here. So don't you ever think twice about that. And that's a fact. And I've actually I had to really kind of curb my thinking because I grew up initially in an all Caucasian neighborhood. You know, I always say my mother never admitted, but I always used to think my mother was prejudiced against her own people because, she didn't want to live around them. But I think that was part of her upbringing. She wanted to make sure we had better education. Um, yeah, I don't struggle with race. It's other people that do. And where I come in and where people get uncomfortable is because I tell the truth. And I'm okay with telling the truth. See, people get uncomfortable when you tell the truth. White, black, Hispanic, it don't matter. I didn't seen all of them get uncomfortable with when you start telling the truth. People, because people get comfortable, get very uncomfortable with straight shooters, with people that don't sugarcoat. And I don't have time to lie. So listen, tell a friend, Jay, bring them back with you. Everybody welcome here. Listen, you always included. Don't ever think you're not. And hold me accountable to that. Because at the end of the day, this is a fact. We more alike than we not. And I deal with people based off of character. I speak to black women because I know a lot of them don't know what I didn't know. But here's the truth. Over when I first went through my severe depression, there a Caucasian male at work, my an executive. He met with me for a year, every third Wednesday of the month for a year to help me get well. He wasn't black. He wasn't blue. He wasn't purple. He was a Caucasian white man, and I love him to the day I die because he did something for me that nobody else did. I'm forever grateful to him. You got you gotta look at people because of character. But see, the problem is a lot of people don't know, don't arrive to that. They so stuck in division. I know what black people's struggles are because I'm black. I've had exposure to other races more. Well, typically more Caucasian because where I'm from, the Midwest, you was white, black, or biracial. You wasn't no other race. So I've been around Caucasians my whole life. So I am very comfortable in that way. But other people gotta get comfortable and tell the truth because I'm gonna tell the truth to everybody. So you got much love here, Jay. I can talk all day about that, but yeah, you in a safe space, believe that. But anyway, I really do want more people to come back in the comments and tell me they in therapy and that or they've been in therapy and they see progress because it's necessary. And what I've come to know and have really got comfortable with is I'm going to stay in therapy. I like get in and out of therapy. I'm gonna make it a part of my life in the good and the bad times, not just when, boom, something traumatic happens. So I think and plus anyway, what you'll find is once you make it a part of your routine, you start to feel better. It's it's very therapeutic. So that's all that's going on with me. I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, just rambling on. But again, tomorrow night I'm gonna try out Watch Party, and then Monday me and Curie are going to collab. So if y'all ain't doing that, make sure you come back. I appreciate y'all being here. Let's continue to get real and heal. I appreciate all the comments, all the support. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next round. God bless.